Hello yoga mamas. So this is the last video in this series, and I couldn't think of a better way to end this series than ending it with showing you how to have a really supported Savasana. And for those of you that are newer to yoga, Savasana is the time in the class, the very end, that typically the teacher invites their students to relax for like 5 to 10 minutes. Typically it's in a reclined position where you're laying flat on your back. And this could be guided with, guided meditation, some softer music, softer lighting. Just allows you to kind of seal your yoga practice. Allows your body to return to normal blood circulation and just kind of levels everything out. But as we know, pregnant women beyond 20 weeks, they don't generally advise that we lay on our back for an extended period of time. And that's because the weight of the uterus actually, and the baby rests on the back, as well as the intestines and the vena cava. Now this can actually cause or create shortness of breath, maybe make you feel dizzy, and it decreases your blood circulation. So after a while of laying on your back, you're probably not very comfortable, right? So, because of that, I wanted to come to you with these 3 wonderful modified ways to do Savasana. And they all have great benefits. I loved them before I was pregnant, and after becoming pregnant, I love them even more. So I can't wait to share them with you. All right, so I have 3 props here. I have a blanket. I have a bolster, which this is a hugger mugger bolster, my favorite bolster, can be found online. But if you don't want to invest in a bolster right now, you can also use like 2 pillows. And I have a block. This is a cork block, which is really firm and I love it. But again, if you don't want to invest in a cork block right now, you can also use like a large hardcover book. So both of those would work. So the first one that I'm going to show you is going to be, it's called Supta Baddha Konasana, which is fun to say. So I'll take my block here and put it right about in the center of my mat. And then I'm going to take the bolster and kind of line it up there. Okay. And then this next part with the blanket, I'm going to show you a specific way to fold this. That way you can get all of the deliciousness out of the pose. So I'm just widening the blanket completely, and you're gonna roll the blanket. So just kind of trying to make it as even as possible here. Just kind of rolling it into a big noodle. Now, when you set up for this pose, you're gonna want your back to be about a fist distance apart from the bolster. So just kind of be modifying it for that. And then we're gonna take our feet out to this diamond shaped position. So my feet are like this. And I'm gonna take my blanket. I'm going to put it under my feet. I'm going to cross one of the noodle strands over my feet and then tuck it under my legs. And then I'm going to do the other one. So I'm going to take the other one, tuck it over my feet and under my legs. All right. And I'm just going to nice and easy recline myself onto the bolster. Allow my arms to just come to my sides. This pose is really great for your digestion, as well as just relieving some tension in the pelvis and the hips, all around, very stress relieving. Okay, I could stay here all day, but I won't until I'm off with the video. So the next one that I'm going to show you, I'm actually going to move the bolster here, the block, and we're going to take our blanket again, we're gonna fold it a little different. So I'm gonna just take the one, range right there, again, and fold it kind of like to where I have this like little hot dog kind of thing, and set it up right near the wall. So right about there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna set our bottoms up as close to the wall as we can here, and laying down on that side and rolling up. I'm a little too far over. Rolling up here to where my feet are up the wall, my lower back is supported. So again, we probably don't want to stay here for too long, depending on how comfortable it is for you in your pregnancy. But this pose really helps in terms of blood circulation, especially if you've got swollen ankles. So you can always prop yourself up a little bit more, maybe with another blanket or two, or maybe a pillow or a bolster. Just again, whatever feels most comfortable. When you're ready to come down, just kind of tucking the legs over, coming onto the side, and pressing yourself out. For this last one, I know many of us are very familiar with side sleeping these days, right? And I myself, I am not a side sleeper at all. So it has been an adjustment, as I'm sure it has been for some of you guys. So for this is another option when you're taking Savasana. So you may choose to have a pillow or a blanket here for the head. And then we're gonna take our bolster, or it could be a pillow as well. And we're gonna recline here on our left sides. I'm gonna just kind of make my blanket right here to support my head. Actually, I'm gonna double it up. It's not quite as supporting as I want. And then allowing that leg to come over to the bolster. So this wonderful pose helps to balance our nervous system, as well as helps in our digestion. It actually helps our kidneys process excess waste. So this is also a really lovely pose. Right, so that is it. I really hope you guys have enjoyed these tips and this yoga series. I've had a really great time making these videos, and I just hope that if you have any questions, you feel free to reach out, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.